Chris says I'm gonna get out of it this time. But 2 is done. Hopefully, whatever is this time. Hi guys.
Hey.
We're back from our trip. We've been back for how long?
Couple weeks.
And we started round 2 of IVF, which we didn't do too many videos just because it was pretty similar to the first round as far as like
shots and whatnot.
Yeah, they upped my medication and we took shots, or I took shots, let's be real, in the morning and at night. And yeah, nothing really like too drastic, huh?
Nothing really changed too much except for the medicine dosage.
Yeah, for them from the first round. I was on birth control prior to it. And yeah, I was on Lupron, the Follistim, and Menopur. It's pretty much the same stuff that I had been on before. So nothing too different. So we were like, oh, we don't really need to video this or anything like that. But I do feel this round I was a lot more calm. It wasn't as stressful just because like I wasn't constantly thinking about it. Like the first week I was in Las Vegas in regards to looking for some business stuff. So it kind of kept me preoccupied. I was more busy with that rather than just like being at home and constantly thinking about it. And then week 2, like it just went really quick.
Yeah.
Like I feel like it just was like boom, really quick. So I had my egg retrieval yesterday, which my recovery this time was a lot harder. I feel like the first one, like I just bounced back really quick, and like it wasn't as painful. I don't know, like it was just
Yeah.
Like
it was way different.
like we went to breakfast right afterwards, and like I went about my day. Like this one was a lot more. Sorry, my dog is panting. A lot more intense as far as the recovery. Like it was a lot more painful this time, and I feel like I was way more bloated. Like I slept a lot yesterday. Like it was just
seemed like a lot more.
Yeah, like it was more of a surgery, like recovering from the surgery, I guess. So
yeah.
That was hard. I felt like someone was like ripping and stretching my insides, I would tell Chris, because it just was hurting so much. Today is the second day from my egg retrieval, and I don't feel as like, I don't feel bad. I'm bloated, but like I told him, I said I just feel sore. I feel like I did like this major ab workout last night, but nothing too different, huh?
No. Just second round.
Yep. So some cool things that happened in this round. I had no idea that, and I posted about this like on my Facebook and my Instagram. Like I have my watch band. This is the same watch band I was wearing. It's a pineapple watch band. And when I went in for my baseline ultrasound, the nurse was like, "Did you know that pineapples are like the symbol of fertility?" And I was like, "What?" And why that stood out to me so much is because our house is like covered in pineapples, like everywhere, huh, hun?
Yeah.
Like he kind of hates it because he knows if I see something at a store that has a pineapple, chances are I'm gonna get it.
More than likely.
Like our whole house. And the reason why is because
it's a infertility sign.
Well, before I knew that, what was it?
Oh, it was her memories of her dad.
Yeah, so my dad's nickname was Pineapple when he first moved to the States, and he passed away in 2011. And so like a lot of my siblings and myself, like a pineapple is kind of a symbol of my dad. Like I even have it tattooed on my ankle. And so it's like pineapple's huge for me. Like if you see my kitchen and my house, like you'll just see it everywhere. So when I found out that it's also the symbol of
infertility,
like I thought that was really cool. And basically they said that it's because the top of the pineapple is how other pineapples are created. So I guess like before it was a welcome symbol, which it used to be, or friendship symbol, it was actually a fertility symbol, which I think that's kind of interesting. And then also because as an IVF or infertility, you have to be so strong on the outside, but you're like sweet on the inside. And then also it helps with implantation. They say if you eat a pineapple the day before implantation and the day of implantation, and you eat the core as well, like everything, that it can really help, because it's a blood thinner, I believe is what they said. And so it just helps the uterus and helps with the embryo implanting. So it's cool that this symbol that's kind of been a symbol in my life, especially since my dad passed away, is now a symbol in a bigger meaning too. Now it has like a
double.
Yeah, like a double meaning. And so it's like my love for pineapples are even more. So that's kind of cool.
Yeah.
I thought that was pretty interesting. But
very interesting.
Yeah, my husband was like, what, really? Because he didn't come to as many appointments. Well, he came to he come to any.
Not this round.
Yeah, he didn't really come to any because it wasn't like a necessity. I mean, he came on.
Kind of been there, done that already.
Yeah, that's really kind of how we felt this round. But I will say it was more like at ease.
Yeah, easy going.
Yeah. So to get to our fast forward, all this stuff I triggered on Thursday evening at 7 o'clock. My egg retrieval was yesterday morning at 7 a.m. Did you feel at ease with your part, honey?
Never at ease.
Your one job? Put it in a cup? One job? I think you did, because you weren't at 4 o'clock in the morning like the first time.
Because we didn't have to be there until 7.
But yeah, so he did his job. And yesterday we found out that they had, how many?
33.
33
We almost doubled
eggs. Yeah.
our first round.
Our first round, we had 17 eggs, which
Retrieved, yeah.
they retrieved. 14 were mature enough to fertilize. 11 were day 3 still fertilized. Day 3 was 7. Yeah. Day 1 was 11. Day 3 was 7, and then we dropped to like that 1. They had 2, but the 1 had major like issues that we weren't able to keep and to freeze. So we had only 1 from our first round. This round we had 33. Like,
it's a huge jump.
Huge difference. And our doctor said it was probably because I wasn't as stressed, and that my body just did work. And I really do feel like this round I wasn't as stressed.
Well, that, and they kind of lead up to, first round is kind of a test run,
which is a really expensive test run.
But they do that because they want to know the dosage of medicines and how frequent and stuff like that. So they're kind of getting to know you.
Yeah.
So I think that's another big reason to why we had so many as well.
Yeah. Like, it was just...
Because you did take more medicine.
Yeah, I did take more medicine, and they didn't trigger me as soon as the last time. Because remember, they triggered me like a day early. So it was good. Like, I mean, we were super excited. And then we were at church, and in the middle of church, I got a phone call, which I knew I had to answer, so I had to walk out. And it was the embryologist, and she said that as of right now, we have
25?
No, 19 fertilized.
19 fertilized, but they're gonna
19 fertilized, but there's possibility. They fertilized all 33 of them. Some of them could still fertilize overnight. So on our day 3 report, we could have like more. She said it looked like about 25 were mature enough to fertilize, which yet again, like, we're just super ecstatic that this is...
It's a bigger number.
It's a bigger number because it's more like, this is kind of more the outcome that we were
anticipating
the first time. Yeah. And so it's been like this whole long process, and we're excited. We're
grateful.
Very, very grateful. We're trying not to, like, it's hard, which I'm sure many of you can relate to. Like, we don't want to get our hopes up too much, but we're still like...
Well, that, and we've told each other that with this whole process, we're going to do baby celebrations.
Yeah.
Instead of waiting for a baby to come, we're going to celebrate every little step.
Yeah.
So this is one of the steps, so we celebrate.
Yeah.
And next phone call, we'll celebrate whatever we have left, and so on and so forth.
Yeah. So we're just kind of like trying to look at the positive and see the silver lining in it all, like the half glass full and stuff like that. So, which I think is been easier this time, huh? Because we've kind of just been like, okay, what happens. So, But yeah, we're excited. We're very grateful. I also think something important, like last week when I was driving, so my first ultrasound that I went in for, where they like basically measure the follicles and stuff like that, they had only counted 9, and this was on, what was my first one, Tuesday? And so it's kind of like sad, because I was like, man, here we go again, we're spending lots of money, like we're now upwards, we went from like 17 to 18,000. I think the first round we're now upwards to like 40 grand right now, you guys. Like, that's a car. That's like a couple cars depending on what kind of car you buy. But and we've done this all with faith, kind of like hopes that this is going to work out, and just everything like that. And so when I heard that first number of 9, I was kind of like, not doubts, but I was just like, okay, just give me one, I just need one. Like, I just was very like kind of sad about it, because I feel like we not only did the cost behind it, but we've put me getting pregnant back, like this has moved us back like a month or 2, and just kind of that whole process. And so when I found that out, it was kind of disappointing. And then on day 2 I went in, and I could even see there was like a lot more, which was really cool. And I called him and I was like, I think there was a lot more this time that I saw it. And then when they called me to give me my instructions on whether to continue with my medication, they had said there was 22. And so that was just huge to me, because when I was driving to my second baseline ultrasound, I kind of just had this moment in the car where I was just like, kind of like, you know what, Heavenly Father, this is in your hands. Like, I completely turned it over to him, and completely just was like, I have faith that this is going to work out. Like, I believe it. And if it isn't, if it's your will, whatever your will is, like, let it be done, whatever it is. And so for me to hear a jump from like 9 to 22, even from like that one day to the second day, was huge. And so that made me ecstatic. And I think that's really what's happened in this process personally for me, is to see that, because I'm such a control freak and try to do everything like, I try to like control everything. And I think me completely just saying like, this is whatever is your will, that's what it is. And I joke with Chris that however many embryos we get, that's what we're going to have.
Yeah, so when I heard that, and then I heard 33,
he was like, we're not having 33 kids, son.
I need a bigger house.
Yeah. But, and that's not common. I mean, usually 20 to 25% of your embryos, of your eggs become embryos. And so, and then you have like the thawing process. So there's obviously, but I still do feel that I'm like, okay, Heavenly Father, if you're going to give us however many, we're going to take it.
Exactly.
Right? Mm-hmm. We're going to take it. And so we're just very thankful. We've had some circumstances with some close friends and family members of things that have happened in the last couple weeks, as far as their children, and our hearts go to them. Brought up some more emotions, just because it's something that we've experienced, maybe not on the same level of physically being able to see it or to hold them. Like, we've never had like a
only one with the heartbeat.
Yeah, like
that we've heard,
that we've known of. But although it wasn't physically, like we weren't physically able to see them or hold them, it still was really hard for us to experience. And so our heart goes to those people, or anybody that has experienced that. Like, you're strong, and we may not understand why. That's kind of what we've come to the conclusion of, is we don't know why those things happen or what the purpose is behind it. But if we can maintain like that faith in God, it's just gonna work out. Like, that's really what I feel. I feel so even more now in the second round, where I'm hearing these things and I'm just like I just feel like, oh, I'm not gonna cry, I don't want to cry. But I do, I just feel like our prayers are finally being answered, and we still have a long ways to go, huh? Like, I was explaining to someone about this process, like, most people don't even know that they're pregnant in all this stuff that we're doing right now. And so we just feel blessed, and we feel like it's been a long time coming, because we're going into our 5th year of marriage, and we've never prevented or anything like that. Like, we've been trying pretty much for 5 years. So we're just excited and hopeful,
Yes.
right?
You have to be.
We have to be. Like, we just keep pushing for it. That's what life is. It pushes you down and you just keep moving forward. So, thank you guys for following our story. Do you have any final thoughts? Feelings?
Super excited.
Emotions? He's pretty excited. Like I think we're both excited. We're trying not to be like, we're not trying to show our excitement, but we are. I think we are both, like, we feel very at peace with things. So,
I do.
right?
Yeah.
Feel good. So, thanks for following our story, and until next time, we'll give you a report. We probably won't do one like on day 3.
Probably until day 5.
Yeah, we'll probably wait till like day 5 and day 6 to let you know the final number, and then what we do next.
Fingers crossed.
Mock trial, implantation, all that.
Baby.
Hopefully a baby.
One of these days, you guys
Baby.
will probably see
Gonna
a
get
baby,
a baby.
in the video.
We're gonna have a baby. Yeah.
You'll hear a baby instead of dogs.
Yeah. Well, you'll probably hear the dogs and the baby.
Probably hear both. Let's be honest.
Thanks again, guys.
Appreciate it.